Hi everybody, I'm Missi Matthews. I am so honored to be joined by Cydney Nunn, the granddaughter of Bill Nunn. Some exciting news for the Nunn family. Bill Nunn going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. A lot of people, Cydney, would say this is overdue. What does this mean to you and your family? Just this acknowledgement of everything he did, not just for the Steelers, but paving the way for the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Missy. This is an incredible accomplishment, and our family is just so proud and happy that this phenomenal work that my grandfather did is finally being recognized.
What was it like when you guys found out? Obviously, we are in the middle of a pandemic, so things are a little bit different, but just take us through that experience of hearing the good news.
So of course we all knew about the nomination. We had heard his name being tossed into the conversation months ago, months and months ago. But the pandemic was particularly tough on our family. My grandmother, my grandfather's wife, had become ill in the middle of the pandemic, and so we were dealing with that. And when we first got the call about the official nomination, my grandmother was still with us, so it was like a sigh of relief in the sense that finally good news after all of this craziness with her health. And so that was a really special moment for our family. I think that was probably one of the best memories that I have from 2020 of getting that call on that day. And then of course, sadly later that night, my grandmother did pass away, but it was almost as if she had waited to hear that wonderful news, and then, went on to be with my grandfather. So, it's been a whirlwind of emotions for sure, but I think that overall I can say that we're just so happy and so proud at the, mark that he left on the NFL and on professional sports, and the great impact that he left for so many athletes that may or may not have had the opportunity to play the game. And we're just really, really happy about it.
Now, there is not a single person that works in the Steelers organization or has crossed paths with him with the team that does not have a Bill Nunn story. He was a jokester, he was kind, he was fun, just everything, that person you wanted to be around. Do you have a favorite memory of your grandfather?
Oh my goodness. Well, he was a jokester, but very, very sarcastic. But you might not know if he was joking or not. I can't think of a favorite story right now, but I love the family unit that the Steelers had with him. I mean, he really loved being a part of that organization and was so close with the Rooneys, and they really became part of our family and still are, of course, to this day. So it's just wonderful to see how that, work became more than work, and it really became a family unit. And, even after his retirement, he was still coming into the office every single day, still working with, young people in the front office and helping to groom them and get them ready for the next phase in their career. So I just love that bond that the Steelers organization has with all their staff and all the players.
No doubt, so many people I know that just appreciate what he did for them in their careers or even just personal life of getting a chance to rub elbows with him. What do you think he would say with this honor if he was still alive?
Oh man, what would Papa say? I think he would say, "Oh wow." He was such a humble man, never one to toot his own horn. So I'm really glad that we get to toot it for him. I'm loving that he's getting his flowers now. And I think that he would be really, really, really happy, but he was such a low-key, humble guy and always just showing up and doing what he loved and never looking for, the fame or the accolades. But it was totally deserved, and I think he would be really, really happy on the inside, but he might not show that on the outside.
All right, well, we are looking forward to the good news for Mr. Nunn, Alan Faneca, the former Steelers, Bill Cowher, Troy Polamalu, Donnie Shell from last year's class. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be a special August in Canton for the Steelers family. Cydney, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations once again to you and your family.
Thanks, Missy.